I'm Gabriel Morency for Sports Interaction. Despite the fact that I am in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I am walking the Strip on a nightly basis, staying out of trouble walking the Strip, but I am walking the Strip, doesn't mean that there's not advantages to betting online at sportsinteraction.com. You don't want to have to wait in line to get a bet in. I'm waiting behind some dude that's betting like a $2 parlay. Nothing wrong with betting a $2 parlay as long as you're doing it in the comfort of your own home and you're not in line holding up a bunch of other people. And I'll tell you what, there's also many more options available for the bettor when you're clicking away at home. So as sweet as Las Vegas, Nevada is, and trust me, it's sweet as a candy apple, there's still advantages to betting it at home. Who are we going to be betting on this week? And I'll tell you, we're going to pick on the week. Why alter our game plan here? The New Mexico Lobos are the worst team in college football. They might be one of the worst teams in the history of college football. Yes, the number is high, but San Diego State will roll them. I'm taking a look at the New Mexico State Aggies. I made a lot of money in the state of New Mexico this year, betting on the Aggies and betting against the Lobos. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing. We got Georgia laying 34.5 points against New Mexico State. Sign me up. Speaking of Georgia, let's talk some SEC football right now. I ran into a dude from South Carolina on the Strip in Las Vegas, Nevada. I said, hey, what do you think about that big game against Arkansas? He goes, I tell you, man, we never play very well up there in Fayetteville. You know what? If a Gamecock alum and fan is telling me that, I'll cash it. And I like Arkansas in this spot already. I'm a diehard Michigan Wolverine fan, but do I really want to be laying 4.5, 5 points on the road against the Iowa Hawkeyes? I don't think so. Now, Alabama, LSU, a lot of people are calling this the game of the century. Well, I've been around long enough that I remember about 50 game of the centuries right now. And to me, this is a great game. It's a great matchup. But it's nothing like that Urban Meyer, Nick Saban, when we had McElroy versus Tim Tebow. This is good, and it's going to be real good, and I believe that Alabama will prevail in this football game. I'm looking at an Alabama-Arkansas moneyline parlay, actually. I'm going to be all over Alabama. Alabama's 25-1 straight up their last 26 home football games. The one loss was to Cam Newton. It ain't happening again. They're not losing this football game. Play the money line, parlay it. In fact, you know what? Parlay it with Thiago Alves. Thiago Alves returns to a UFC octagon. Yeah, it's not the most spectacular card. They're throwing it down in England. I like Munoz to beat Chris Lieben, but I really like Thiago Alves in this spot. How about a Thiago Alves, Alabama, Crimson, Tide, money line, parlay? If you're looking at an Arkansas-Alabama parlay, we're talking in the 125, 130 range. As you can see, we got some kick-ass football helmets behind us right now. And speaking of football, we're going to be laying it down on some NFL football. I like the Pittsburgh Steelers to get it done. They got absolutely terrorized by the Baltimore Ravens in week 1. Oh, they're done. Pittsburgh, they're old. They're beaten up. Pittsburgh hasn't forgotten what happened in week 1. Pittsburgh Steelers get it done. Sign me up with the New York Giants as well. New England Patriots are playing a lot of dink and dunk right now. Their defense can't stop the run. And I don't care if Ahmad Bradshaw has a broken foot or not. I think Brandon Jacobs will be able to do some damage on this New England Patriot defensive line. And Tom Brady with all his dink and dunk. New York Giants have a great pass rush. The number is too high. People just automatically assume that the Giants are going to get pasted because they don't like Eli Manning. I don't like Eli Manning. I want to punch Eli Manning in the face when I look at him. But you know what? The kid's a decent quarterback, and they're going to hang around within the number. As far as the Green Bay Packers and the San Diego Chargers are concerned, I'm going to take the over of this football game. We can't talk about the NFL without circling the wagons. Where we at? Here we are right here. Buffalo Bills, baby. And the Buffalo Bills are indeed for real. Strange spot. You know, how far the Bills have come. Now they're laying 1.5 against the New York Jets. I'll lay it. I think the Buffalo Bills are going to get it done coming off that shutout win in Toronto, Ontario. Now they're rolling to Ralph Wilson. The Buffalo Bill fans, you know the Elvis dude with the white guitar, he's going to be going crazy, just like I'm going crazy here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And word of no lie, I may be walking the Strip, I may be hanging around the sports books, but it doesn't mean I'm scouring for value online at sportsinteraction.com, because as cool as Vegas is, I don't like lines. I like alternate point spreads. I walked in to a sports book. I tried to play a 2-team 7-point teaser. You know what the lady told me? And I won't name names about what place it was, PH. I'm not going to name names or anything like that. But you know what the lady told me? She goes, all right, if you play a 2-team 7-point teaser, it's only 5-point on the total. That's not going to happen at SIA. I am Gabriel Morency for Sports Interaction. May the winners be yours.